And listen to this. Only because of a whistleblower do we know that they were auctioning off the most pristine lands in our state to a golf course, right?
Oh,
And
talk about
and
that a little
and
bit.
we, so it came to light that there was a plan to take state uh, pristine state parks and basically auction them off. And the idea is this bait and switch where you say, oh, you know what, we're going to do it for a nonprofit that supports, in this case, Tuskegee Airmen. In other cases, it'll be, wounded veterans, something that feels unassailable. And yet the plan that was unfolding had this clear scam nonprofit that's just sort of propped up. And once it came to light, the governor said, oh, no, this was just back of the napkin discussions. Well, further investigation shows that it wasn't just one piece of public land. There was a whole um, plan in place, probably cooked up at the moment that DeSantis was at his peak of power, where Elon Musk was introducing him on Twitter as the usurper of Trump. But now, as he is cratered in the presidential and ended up dropping out, and his favorables were down, now he can't pull this off. But he has
Wow.
been so accustomed to doing as he pleases, knowing that he has appointed the majority of the Florida Supreme Court. This is what happens when you have this kind of power concentrated and there are no checks and balances. The grift, it is both hands. And so for us in Florida, yeah, we're seeing everything that has been outlined in Project 2025 unfold. The good news is that people here in Florida are seeing it as well and are fighting back. So when they're going after our schools, K through 12, real parents with kids in the school system are showing up and outnumbering, Moms for Liberty, this
Oh, good.
manufactured political
Yeah.
operation masquerading as a grassroots organization. They're outnumbering them 10-1. In this
Oh,
last
good.
election, in the last election, there were candidates asking Moms for Liberty and DeSantis not to endorse them because it was the kiss of death. And so we are seeing the tide turning in Florida. We're seeing Democrats outpacing Republicans. The mayor of Jacksonville is now a Democrat. The special elections, Democrats were winning. So the tide is turning, and I think because the arrogance of power has unmasked, they stopped bothering to kind of pretty it up. And Floridians have been fighting back, and we've clawed back even their don't say gay, don't say trans legislation. We took them to court and they ended up settling in a way that gave us almost everything we were asking for and then some.
Oh,
Because when you force them into the daylight, when you force them to define, you see it all the time. People are like, critical race theory, get it out of here. And then you say, what is critical race theory? I don't know. Right. It's a talking point that I heard somewhere and made me
yes.
feel
Whatever
good.
Christopher Rufo says it is. Damn it.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
great.
Right. Whatever. So I do think that there's a backlash to the backlash, and that, it isn't enough for us simply to be against what they're doing. We actually have to be talking about what we're building. And we're doing that in Florida. And I see it in the Harris Walz campaign as well.